October 10th will be forever etched in the memories of the fans, a day extraordinary achievement in the World Cup. In an exhilarating double-header, a staggering total of 1280 runs were scored. Yes, we're talking about double-headers. When you put together a score, 1280, and both Pakistan and England have left an amazing mark in the annals of cricketing history with their thrilling victories. In the first match at Dharamshala, England's David Malan delivered a scintillating performance, scoring a remarkable 140 as the part of England's impressive total of 364. Root and Bairstow also made significant contributions in 50s, making it a tough challenge for the Bangladeshi bowlers. Bangladesh, in response, could only muster 227 runs, despite the courageous 50 from Litton and Mashifur. England emerged triumphant with a commanding margin of 137 runs. Now, what it does to England is it improves their run rate, and from 10th they go on. They push on to number 5. However, it was a second game that truly captured the spotlight. Pakistan was tasked with chasing down a formidable target of 345 runs victory, and against all odds they achieved this with 10 deliveries to spare. Even though Kushal Mendis and Samaraveka scored centuries for Sri Lanka, they couldn't evade a resounding defeat. The heroes of the Pakistanis' incredible chase were Rizwan and Asad Shafiq, who paved the way for this historic victory. This remarkable achievement marked the highest successful chase ever in the history, surpassing the previous runs put together. Again, a truly remarkable day in the world of cricket. Now let's shift our focus, yes, to today's big game at Delhi, where India faces Afghanistan at the Arun Jaitley Cricket Stadium in Delhi. India enters the contest on the back of a solid win against Australia in the first game, thanks to a batting masterclass from the duo of Virat Kohli and KL Rahul. Kuldeep Yadav and Ravindra Jadeja were phenomenal with their ball picking up 2 and 3 wickets, while Jasprit Bumrah also contributed with 2 wickets. As Indian bowled Australia out for 199 in Chennai. Despite a shaky start, 3 of the top 4 batters dismissed early. Virat Kohli and KL Rahul stepped up with contribution of 85 and unbeaten 97, forging a crucial 165 runs partnership. Again, that was past. Now today, we're going to talk about Afghanistan and India, what it means to both the teams. Joining me are 4 important guests who've joined from the many parts of the Atlantic. I mean, you have someone joining from Caribbean, and we have someone joining from Bulawayo. In my studio, I have 2 guests, eminent Dev Tyagi, who's a podcaster and a journalist. Also, today we have an interesting guest, an important guest, who's going to continue with us till the end of the World Cup. It's Tasmeen. Tasmeen plays for Zimbabwe, and she's the current member of the squad. I would like first to get in Rad Emrit, the former West Indian player. Rad, does Ibrahim Zardan hold the key for his team batting in the game, according to you? What are your views on that?
Ibrahim Zadran, I think, is obviously going to be one of the key batters for Afghanistan.
That's right.
Also, Ramanullah Guribraz, one of the most exciting batters in world cricket. He hasn't really shown his worth in this World Cup and probably in the last 6 months. But I think if he can get Afghanistan off to a good start, I think it'll be a very, very interesting game. I think he and Zadran hold the key to Afghanistan batting.
Which Indian batsman in particular are you most impressed and looking forward in this game?
India batting is very, very, very strong. The likes of Kohli, Sharma at the top, KL Rahul shows his worth in the middle order, and don't forget Jadeja at the end together with Pandya. So their batting is very, very strong. There's not one person you can pick out. You know, last game they were off to a very, very poor start. Kohli and Rahul show exactly what India batting is about. So any one of them can come good. If they all come good, Afghanistan is in for some big, big, big trouble.
Well, the last game was a belter, you scored over 750 odd runs. But today, how do you think the role of spinners will come in? Because remember, both the teams are relying heavily on spinners. Your views, Ryan?
Spinners are very, very crucial in this game. Both sides have very good spinners. With Ashwin in the team for India, I think it's going to be very, very tricky. But also, the new ball bowlers for India are very, very good. They swing the ball, they have pace, they're very consistent. So I think India bowling attack is a lot more potent than the Afghanistan bowling
Well, absolutely.
attack. Spinners,
Indian
yes,
attack.
but don't forget the seam bowlers of India.
Well, Indian attack is very potent. At the same time, I'd like to get in Chaya Mughal, who's the captain of the UAE cricket team, women's cricket team. We'll get the voices from all across the world. Remember, this show only talks about the international outlook for this World Cup. And we've got some of the eminent panelists with us. Afghanistan, Chaya, if you can hear us, Afghanistan really had a game in the bag when they met India in 2019. Of course, it was the World Cup in England. It was one of the closely contested match there. Do you think they entered with this game with belief that they can beat India at this World Cup level? Your views, Chaya?
Well, India have played Afghanistan only once.
Yes.
Only once in the ODI World Cup. And that too clinching an 11-run victory in 2019. Definitely, I would say Afghanistan has the talent. They have the potential to come back stronger in this game. Not just in this game, but I would say for the rest of the tournament, they have the capacity to come back stronger. And coming from a heavy loss against Bangladesh, I think they'll surely be looking up to turn things around in Delhi.
Chaya, one interesting
Everybody
part.
knows that Afghanistan's spin department is their strength. But if they want to make an impact in this tournament, the batters need to step up too.
The batters need to step up too. But at the same time, let's talk about Gurbaz as well. Let's spare a thought on him. What is your thought? Is he the key?
While both the teams are set to meet in this all-important clash,
Yes.
I think the batter who is going to make an impact in this game, it's going to be Ibrahim Zadran, who likes to express himself and play freely. He's got a ton and 4 half-centuries under his belt.
Right.
He's also one of the leading scorers for his ODI team for Afghanistan in this year. Once he gets going, I think he can play all range of shots. Definitely, I'm looking forward in this game, Ibrahim Zadran, to make himself visible to the people around and be an impactful player for his team.
What about Rohit Sharma? He missed out scoring against Australia. Do you think he'll be out raring to go and just score a big ton today? Chaya?
While given his failure with the bat in the first game against Australia, Rohit Sharma will be keen on scoring big runs against Afghanistan to get his tournament underway. Rohit Sharma, as we all know, has single-handedly taken the games away from the opponents, and until he's at the crease, India will be up and running. So, in this game, Rohit Sharma surely be aiming to score some good runs and give India a great start.
Well, that was Chaya Mughal, the captain of the women's team in UAE. We shift our focus back to our studio where we have 2 of the eminent panelists joining us. One of them is Dev Tyagi. Dev,
Hi, sir.
good morning. What's your view of the match today, considering the pitch is out there to score like plenty? It's like a buffet. You go, help yourself, serve what you want to eat, score runs at will, and just walk off.
Yeah, a feast of runs.
Absolutely.
I think that's what both the teams would be focusing on. However, we have to remember that you can do that for as long as you preserve the wickets, and
Right.
it might not just be a cakewalk for India because Afghanistan are powered by some amazing spinners. We have to understand that there is Rohit Sharma will be up against the likes of Rashid Khan. He'll be up against Mujibur Rahman, and should
Right.
Mohammad Nabi play, it's going to be very, very difficult.
Absolutely. We've spoken about the difficulties. Let's talk about the good points. What do you think has progressed for India from the last World Cup? In fact, I was there at the 2019 World Cup when it was like a close tussle. But the Afghanistans had only love and respect for Indian fans and the Indian gathering. In fact, it was vice versa. Afghanistan has India as their base home crowd. Would you believe that they'll get enough support, perhaps respect, and if not jeering or sledging?
Nobody should be sledged in cricket. Nobody should be hit below the belt. But then I think that's just what grace dictates. Having said that, let's not forget that this is the World Cup, the mother of all ODI battles. It's India's home ground. It's the national capital. Fans would be raring to go. It's Virat Kohli's home ground, and he has some amazing numbers against Afghanistan. And with KL Rahul now back in smashing form and having just played a few days back that match-winning innings that you were talking about,
yes,
I think this duo is going to hold the key. However, Rohit Sharma is 22 runs away from completing 1,000 World Cup runs.
Oh wow, 22 runs away from 1,000 runs. In fact, in the form he's going in, I think India is going to put up a big score and he's going to pile up more of his statistical records. Now, let's shift our focus to the current women's player who's playing at the international level, Tasmeen Ganga. Tasmeen, welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
First time, are you nervous? First day, first show?
I definitely am, but I'm sure it'll go well.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the show today and the big match, World Cup. The day India walks into the World Cup, the party begins. Are you excited about the build-up to this World Cup, the surround sound at the airport and everywhere?
Definitely, I agree. It's been a great stage, to be honest with you. I haven't actually been in a country before where the actual World Cup is being hosted. I was in Chennai a week ago, and actually the hype was there already leading up to this week starting. So definitely great for India to be playing at home, I believe, as well as the ground they're playing on today. Like you said, is a big run taking place. Guys are just walking in, scoring hundreds. We've seen South Africa score 400 plus the other night. So it's definitely going to be interesting.
Well, you've played matches and you've played close, matches where the runs have been scored in plenty. Tell me, the moment you score a big match, big run feast for the first inning, what happens inside the mind of the team chasing? Do you think they get bogged down by big names, big teams and big performance?
I think it goes either way for each team. In Afghanistan's case, I believe that they've been rated as the underdogs quite a lot, but they seem to be coming back each and every year stronger and stronger, and they do step up to the plate. Probably these days, the way cricket has progressed, teams are not intimidated by bigger scores. It just means that you set higher standards.
Absolutely, set higher standards. Do we expect, as an Indian fan, no, but do you expect a kind of a close match or a complete walkover for India? Dave?
I don't think that it will be an absolutely easy walkover. Completely depends on Afghanistan if they can make a contest out of it. However, there is a statistic I would like to draw everyone's attention to. Between Rashid Khan and Mohammad Nabi, there are around 326 ODI wickets. These are really big stage performers. Having said that, they also have a pretty decent medium pace attack. Should Noor Ahmed play, the youngster, the avid youngster.
Right.
But India definitely step on the gas, the moment they get a chance to. And we've known what happens when Rohit Sharma gets going. And he also has the added motivation to do so because there is no Shubman Gill this time around. But gladly so, there is the likes of in-form Ishan Kishan in the team and Rahul being in smashing form.
But tell me one thing, very interesting part. You have the Shubman Gills, one of the big scorers, the big mainstay of the tournament. When he steps back and is taken in by the injury, how does the morale of the team happen? What goes around? What is the discussion in the dressing room? Tasmeen, you've been in dressing room and you still share dressing room with your current team. What happens when your key player is injured?
Definitely it does put a bit of a dampen in the changing room, but as a team, you know that each and every person comes with their own value. So I believe it's a time for different people to step up and obviously take the part. Something to think about is Virat Kohli currently is on 47 centuries, 2 away from Sachin Tendulkar's current record. So I'm sure he'll be eyeing to look that he's got 8 innings to go ahead and topple that record. So it definitely gives the opportunity to other batters to step up in the team and take on the role that obviously Shubman Gill has left a gap in.
Well, Virat Kohli is a big man for the moment, big player, big match, big temperament. We're going to close this show with one last question. Dave, who do you think is the favorite? India, of course, but who's going to stand out in today's performance? Your views?
KL Rahul, I think.
And in bowling department?
I would say Bumrah and Rashid Khan.
Well, these are two important spearheading leading attack attacking bowlers for both sides. Well, that's all we had time for. I thank all my guests who've joined from two sides of the Atlantic and two guests in the studio. Thank you very much.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.